Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land today? You guys, thank you so much for joining me, and a super special thank you to all of you that have tuned in early this afternoon. As usual, I've enjoyed going live a little bit sooner than our scheduled time, just so that way, if there's anything we want to talk about, we can talk about. Don't feel so rushed. And the added bonus to that is I try to get everybody highlighted in a personal greeting and thank you for being here with me today. So before we get into our official hellos, the thing that I would like to kind of talk about quickly is, of course, the one, the only VAMP, right? Virtual Antique Marketplace. It is a new platform that Misty and I are both working on. And that is, it's a website. Is all you have to do is go to your web browser and type in Virtual Antique Marketplace, and you will be directed to our online antique marketplace. The way in which I think is the easiest to explain and understand is that we really view VAMP as an online antique mall. And within that mall, there are going to be a variety of different vendors across platforms, vendors who utilize social media, those who do not utilize social media. So it is going to really hopefully be that one-stop place that you can go for your virtual, your antiques and your vintage, and it is specific to vintage and antique. So you're not going to find, tires or clothing. Well, you may eventually, who knows? But I think you know what I mean. Now, I do want to say this, just because it's something that, Misty and I we're in very strong agreement on, and that is being transparent with you guys. If you were able to tune in with us Sunday evening, you were able to view our first ever live, utilizing streaming through the VAMP platform. Obviously, there are some things that we are going to have to work on to get it to where, regardless of where you're watching, whether it be through YouTube, through Facebook, through VAMP, that you have the best possible viewing experience of that. So we really do appreciate the time that it's going to take to get us to that point. Um, we know. And you don't know until you know. So the best way to know is by us going live. So we do have some exciting things coming up with regards to VAMP so far as solo lives. I think doing solo lives really is going to help us and, of course, everybody that is watching have a more pleasurable experience. There was just a whole lot of kind of stuff that we had to do in order for us to stream together. Um, and it worked, but we just want to give you guys the best possible viewing experience. So do look out for that. Of course, there will be announcements for that. If you are not a member of VAMP yet, that is a link down in the description of the video. It's the first link that you will see. Keep in mind, if you would like to sign up for VAMP, you don't have to put in credit or debit card information. You just put in who you are and the username, and that will allow you to get in there and view the items that Misty and I currently have for sale. And it's actually going to allow you to engage in the chat that is specific to VAMP. So we do have that social media component that is already being integrated into VAMP to not only have it be a place where you can buy things, but it's also hopefully going to be a place where you can go 24/7 and engage in conversation with fellow vintage and antique enthusiasts. I know that's been a huge thing with the community. And again, just don't forget that we very much are committed to making this community centric. So just do know that. And there's going to be some bumps along the road, as there usually are with new things. And we are working to make it as good as possible for everybody across the board. And one thing that we are working on is there is currently the ability for people who are interested in wanting to sell on VAMP to fill out an application, if you will. And again, speaking to transparency, again, something that Misty and I are very committed to doing. While that feature is available and applications are coming in, and we do invite you to fill out those applications in order to be transparent. We want to make sure that we are giving not only our viewers the best possible experience, but also the sellers. And we want to give the sellers the best possible experience because we believe that it then translate into the best possible experience for customers. Okay, again, keeping it community customer centric forward, right? There are some things that Misty and I are having to do with regards to shipping to kind of get it up and running. And those are things that Misty and are willing to do in the short term. So that way we can get to long term solutions for additional sellers on the platform. It's just not there yet. So please don't think if you're not hearing back with regards to your application that you're not approved or that we're ignoring the applications. It is just simply because the technology, so far as shipping, isn't where we need it to be. We don't want to invite people on to sell on the platform and have them have to go through some of the loops that we're having to jump through because it would put a lot of strain on not only that seller, but us and also our IT team. And again, we don't want there to be any confusion or frustration for anybody that is purchasing something. So again, just know that we are working towards that and it is a work in progress. We really are building towards something. So please don't think if you filled out the seller application that we are disregarding it or ignoring it. And I think that it's really beneficial that we do get up here on camera and let you know that the process isn't where it needs to be for people to succeed. We want to give you guys, sellers, the best possible tools and resources so that you can really feel that you are supported and that you have the tools and resources to support you in that journey. So, again, it's just not where it needs to be right now. We are working on it. We don't have a specific date or time, but we will most certainly keep you updated in that regard. All right. Don't forget to sign up. It's free. There's no membership fee. There's no 30-day trial. There's nothing, if the only time that you would have to enter in your credit or debit card information is if you would want to purchase something. And at that point, you have a choice as to whether or not you want that information to be saved. We do not sell your email addresses. Your payment information is not shared with anybody. We do use Stripe as the payment processing server through VAMP. And Stripe is utilized by Amazon, the world's largest e commerce platform, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, a lot of very familiar online brands do, in fact, utilize Stripe because it is the most secure so far as e commerce goes. Okay. All right, let's do it. Thank you, Miss Gillette, for putting that link in. So you can click it, check it out, sign up for an absolutely free account. You know, put on your credit or debit card information, and you can kind of explore at your leisure. There's no pressure, no obligation or commitment on you to do that. So that's, oh, I kind of froze. That is just an added bonus. So all of that said, let's get into the chat. And I want to say hello to everybody out there that I can possibly say hello to. Now, the first comment, I know Miss Lisa Shields, lady, you were in there. Miss Karen Bradford, I saw your comments in YouTube. Unfortunately, with StreamYard, I can't highlight those comments. So I can start with Miss Karen McGurdy, lady. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Oh, there's Lisa. How are you today, Lisa? Oh, and Karen, I guess y'all are in here. My mistake. Hey, Khalid, how are you doing? And Cheryl, good afternoon, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Lizzie, how are you today, lady? And Kim, always throwing down that support. It is always greatly appreciated. Miss Resin Bell, well, how are you doing? New name to me. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for checking it out. I hope you get some laughs today. We got Miss Grammy Annie Give me that tongue twister, lady. I'm ready for you. Hey, Ruth the B, lady, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining me today. And we are, of course, going to be circling back to Ruthie here in just a moment. Hey, Joan D, how are you doing out there, lady? Miss Barbara White is with us, and we've got Chow. Jean is with us. Always good to see you, lady. Miss Gutierrez, love to you too, lady. Hey, Miss Deborah, how are you this morning, this afternoon? And Miss Shireen, always a pleasure to see you. We got the two Glassy sisters. One is allergic to cats, just like me. I know that. Hey, Janet, how are you today? Janet, we got some fun. Everybody, we got some fun today. Miss Karen Gillette, again, good afternoon. Thank you for helping out today. It is always appreciated. We got Miss Stephanie Kite. Had the pleasure of meeting her in real life. What a sweet, sweet lady. Thank you for joining me today. And we've got Diane. How are you doing today, Diane? Thank you for being here. We've got KB EE is with us. Thank you for being here. And Lisa K, she's throwing it down. She's ready for some vintage fireworks and a party. We got Miss Elaine Linney. Good afternoon, lady. How are you doing today? Rebecca T, thank you so much for being here. And Dusty, how are you today? Always a pleasure. Let me not try to skip over anybody. Do, do, do. Jean, did I say hello again? She's a member. Thank you, Jean. We appreciate you being a member over on VAMP and for being here, of course, today. Let me scroll. Hey, Recycled, how are you doing today? Your baby is on the way to you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that reminds me, thank you to anybody that did get an invoice and paid from yesterday's sale. Your items are already in the mail. For those of you that did send me an email requesting that I do hold on your invoicing, obviously I will combine anything that you purchased yesterday with today's purchases if you choose to buy anything today. And I do want to give a reminder to, if ladies you are here, if not right on, but if you are, we've got Miss Madeline, Miss Kim Tucker, and we've got Studio. Ladies, you do still receive free shipping today. So again, ladies, if you happen to be here, do know that you are going to get free shipping on today's sale because you won it during yesterday's sale. Okay. Alrighty, let's dive back into it here. Hey, Heidi, how are you doing today? Thank you for making us internet. Well, Karen and Heidi are making us super. We're global today, y'all. Vals, how are you doing this afternoon? Thank you for joining me, as always, lady. We got Terry. I said your name wrong, and you know why I said your name wrong? Because once I saw where you were living, I was like, oh, I said Trahan. It's not. You are Trahan. I apologize. I apologize, Terry, but I got you now. Miss Terry Trahan. Are you going, or do you go Trahan? That would be unusual given your region of the country, but I've been wrong many times before and will be in the future. Audrey's in Canada also. We're two times Canada. Hello, Miss Deborah. Yeehaw. How you doing out there, Miss Deborah? P. Ooh, what a sad thing, right? Mr. Pee Wee passed away. If y'all are not aware, goodness, come on in and pull yourself up a chair. It's Cherry. Hey, Barb. Good afternoon, lady. How are you doing today? See you soon. Isn't that crazy? Like in a month and a half, not even a month. Well, yeah, a month and a half. Chaos is going to converge in Urbana and Springfield, Ohio. They're not ready. Hey, Lisa K, how are you doing today? We got Ms. Dina is up in the chat. I hope you ladies are having a good day so far. And Judy, good afternoon. Barbara, how are ya? We've got Shy Lisa. You don't have to be shy here. Everybody, make Beth feel welcome. She's coming out of the shadows. She said shy. Meanwhile, I'm like, ah. Hey, Beth, thank you for jumping in the chat today. There are some wonderful people out there. Most definitely make you feel right at home. And thank you for saying hello today. Miss Donna's out there rearranging her bear cookie jars. Just the tragedy of it all, the tragedy of it all. I'm sorry to hear that, Donna. And we've got another Donna. I'm grateful to. Well, I am grateful for that you have found my channel. My goodness, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, let's see here. I'm just scrolling. We've got Matthew's Vintiques is up in there. He loves the vintage and the antiques. We've got Miss Snowden is with us today. Miss Jane, how are you ladies doing today? I got it. Trahan. I know, I know. So we got it. We're just scrolling. Miss Wildlife is in the chat. How are you doing? We got Rose's Rose is with us. Lisa K. Girl, did I say hello? I'm going to double say hello then today. Well, Beth, I love that you love my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Esther Lady, you know I love that name. It's classic, elegant. She's on her shenanigans, but only good ones. Hello, Shanna. How are you doing today? Hello again, Karen, apparently. Yes, I am unique. I sure am, huh? And we got Lisa G is in the chat. Okay. I think that I've said hello to everybody that I can say hello. If I missed your name, I do apologize. And thank you to everybody out there that's just kind of along for the ride. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, D Little. How are you doing? Thank you for spending a little of that day here with us today on the Cult of Vintage. We appreciate it. So, Colleen's giving a special shout out to Miss Barb. That's right. How can you not? I have elite skills, girl. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. All right, let's get into it. So we've got a fun sale here today. I have one quick claim. I might have some bonus items at the end of the sale, so stay tuned. We're going to try to get through things as quickly as possible. I've got one listing that will be a choice, so you'll get to choose between the two items or both. Oh, well, I'm not above it, right? Do it, do it. Everything, but again, with the exception to one item, is going to be an offer up style. As always, with the offer ups, I am going to be honoring just in cases today, and that is not an obligation. It's not a commitment. It's not something that you have to do. Just know that I am going to, of course, be honoring them. And as always, with the just in cases, I do ask two things. The first, that you've been an active bidder up until that point. That way, everybody kind of knows who the players are. And the second thing is please hold on to those just in cases until you hear the countdown. That way you don't show your hand, right? Now, with our with our offer ups, we do have our official bid ender back with us once again. It is none other than the one, the only Miss Ruthie B is going to be our official bid ender. A round of applause for Miss Ruthie B. Lady, it is always appreciated. And if you don't know, let me tell you, Miss Ruthie is out there on the West Coast, so she already has the fast internet. And then she has even faster fingers. You see her little avatar right here, throwing in our sunflower bid end. Yay, Ruthie. Thank you so much. So fast internet and fast fingers, she don't play around. You got to get those bids in. You got to get those just in cases in. Okay. Now, if you are a new buyer or a buyer that hasn't been with me in a while, please make sure to send me out your contact information. You're going to send it right, y'all, The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. You're going to see it pop up in the banner sporadically throughout the sale. And of course, it is the pinned comment that's the blue rectangle that you see at the top of the chat there. You want to include your real name if it's different than your YouTube username. If you have, if your real name is different than your YouTube username, include both, because that way I'll know who you are. And then you want to include your full shipping address, which of course does include your zip code. With your zip code, I will be able to get you the calculated discounted shipping. That means that you will pay what I pay with regards to shipping, and I do am able to get you a discount. So I pass that savings right along to you. And last but not least is going to be the email address that you use for PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, it's okay. You can still make a purchase. Just send the same contact information. Just indicate that you would like a guest link. I will be able to send you a link that will let you check out on PayPal as a guest. So you don't have to sign up for an account. You do enter in your shipping information and you can pay with any credit or debit card that you would like. And the added bonus to that is that you will still get your buyer protection. Okay. So I think that I have covered everything. Make sure you have your coffee, your tea, your soda, your water, whatever it does it for you. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the claim. Okay, the claim. Now, I did have this listed, but I was cleaning it the other day and I noted that there was an issue of damage. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this as a claim. Okay. What you are seeing here is you are seeing a 6 champagne fluted set from Miss Dorothy Thorpe, Thorpe. And of course, you're seeing that the tray that is included. So this is really nice because if you're not used to like serving out of a tray or anything like that, this makes it super easy if you do have to take this from the kitchen into the dining room or the living room, wherever your guests may be. I would encourage you, it's food safe. You can still totally use it. There is, of course, that silver rim. It is classic Dorothy Thorpe. They are little champagne flutes, which you will get 6 of. And of course, the serving tray. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the glasses. I will show you the tray and then I'll show you the glasses, right? One of the glasses on the base, there's some flea bites to it. So we're just going to go ahead and do it as a quick claim. So here is your tray, wood grain. It does have little rubber feet on here. I don't know if those were original or not. And I say that just because it looks like the original ones have worn off and these were placed on at some other point. So you can set this down on wood or glass without it scratching the surface. The tray itself measures 10 inches long, 10 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. Okay. And it's all you do is you simply slide your champagne flutes right in there. And I guess technically you could have them like this. I don't know how that would work depending on where you would store it, if you would attach that somehow to a cabinet or something like that, but definitely for serving. This champagne flutes, which you will get, of course, 6. All right. Again, they do have that silver along the top. There is a little bit of loss on some of them, but it is not substantial. I think, yeah, right here is the worst of the silver loss on this one here. Now, you want to hand wash these if you would choose to entertain with them. You don't want to put them in the dishwasher, otherwise that silver will come right off, right? You can polish these lightly with a silver cleaning cloth like you would your jewelry. These will polish, okay? It is real silver. It's not like you can melt it down to get the metal, but you can in fact polish these up and it'll give you a bright, brilliant silver color, or you can leave them as such, still food safe. The one champagne glass, oh, the champagne glasses are 7 inches tall. One of the champagne glasses has flea bites, and that is along the bottom, and it's not substantial. It's so not substantial that I'm having a hard time identifying which one it was, but it is there. Okay. I knew I should have put a piece of tape on it. Okay, here it is. I found it. All right. So on this champagne flute, all of the other ones are great. There's no chips or cracks to it, but this particular one, there are flea bites to the base down here. I'm just going to set all these in here so I don't knock anything over. Right here. You see it right there at the top? Right, Joe? I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And we have an even smaller one, right? Boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture that, but it is right there. I mean, it is very tiny. And then you have this one. So again, those 2 flea bites exist on this particular champagne flute. It's still totally usable. Nobody's going to cut themselves on it, but it's there. So I'm going to do a quick claim of $35. You get the whole shebang, but again, there is some flea bites on this one. It'll be a quick claim of 35 if anybody is interested. Set of 6, 7 inches tall, wood serving tray. Um, it would be number 7. Number 7, if anybody is interested. I love this. I mean, it's totally a mid-century vibe, but it's still in a modern home. I think it's quite elegant. It is still quite elegant, okay? But of course, you will get everything. These aren't huge, so you don't have to worry about a giant box. That's the nice thing about that. Yeah, they were on VAMP. I did have them listed on VAMP, but I was cleaning them and I was like, oh, nope, let me remove that really quick. Let me remove that really quick. So again, that was 35. It was quick claim 7. There's no interest on that. Maybe I'll throw them back up there, but I'll just kind of discount them on VAMP. Okay. Our next, we're going to go ahead and dive right into our offer ups. So our first one, we're going to start at 20. Oh, that's cheating. I mean, you want to keep them? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, okay. I mean, mom was interested in them too. I know my mother. She was like, oh, she was having thought, Mom, I know you were having thoughts out there. Oh, he's just messing. Well, no, you bought them. I'm sending you an invoice. You have to pay for them. You don't have to pay for shipping. I'll hand deliver them to you, but they're yours now. Okay. Let's do our. Did I even put it in there? No. We're gonna start our first item off at $20. If anybody, of course, is interested. She has no chips or cracks to her. She's got some beautiful, like, I don't even know that I want to call it crazing. It's more like modeling. So this is a Bavaria piece. It is porcelain. Okay. So we're clearly marked Bavarian down there. Look at that gorgeous yellow. Do you see the modeling to it? Now, that very may have well have been the original finish to it. I can't say with any certainty. Regardless, I still think it's absolutely beautiful. So we've got this geometric little powder dish with a black rim. And the fun thing about that is the lid is like our little half doll. Is that not absolutely adorable? She's just up there striking her pose. So you're going to get the Bavaria porcelain figural powder dish. Now, this would have come in, there would be additional pieces that would go with this. I know a viewer found a perfume bottle and they did make a few different colors in this line. I think pink and blue and green were colors that I know with certainty that they did produce. So she has no chips, she has no cracks, there are no repairs on her. Okay. She stands 5.5 inches tall, and of course that's from the base to the top of her hair. Thank you, Miss Laurent. Enchanté. No chips or cracks to her, no flea bites along the rim or on her lid. Okay, she is in great condition. She's very 20s, 30s. She's more of an Art Deco piece, though she does have kind of like remnants of Victorian era to her, right? But that shape and the colorway, very deco, the half doll, very Victorian. So it's kind of like that transition. They skipped right over Art Nouveau. They said we don't need Art Nouveau. So Miss Linny is in it at 24. Ladies, thank you so much. Again, it is Bavarian porcelain. I know that's upside down. Bear with me. Her mold mark is right here, right? So they would be able to identify what the mold work. She is pretty. I love her. She's elegant. She's fun. She can sit in a vanity in a bathroom. Shoot, you put her in a kitchen if you want to. She's adorable. And she does have a purpose. Should you choose to use her, maybe you want to put in bobby pins or hair ties, maybe a couple of cotton balls if you don't use cotton balls all that much. Q-tips, a little too small for Q-tips on that one, but she is utilitarian should you opt to go that route. Miss Barbara is in it at 26. Miss Lenny is back in at 28. Miss Susie Lane, hello, Susie. How are you doing today? Is in it at 30. Again, ladies, strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Go, go, boo, boo, boo. All right. Oh, Miss Christine's getting in it at 31. She is 5.5 inches tall. No condition issues. Like I said, that modeling may be original, it may be not. Regardless, I still think it's real pretty. All right, let's do the countdown for y'all. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bavaria Bidend. Oh, Miss Barbara's playing it. She's playing it safe at third with her just in case of 38. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Do, do, do. It's a beautiful day out today. That humidity. There is our blue dress bid and thank you, Ruthie B. So Christine was holding it down at 31, but with that, just in case of 38, Miss Barbara, lady, congratulations and thank you. At 32, this lovely lady is going to come live with you. Watch out, Dr. Seuss, I'm coming for you. All right, gotcha. Let's start her over. Cha. How about we do some cased glass? Now, this is Kanawha. Kanawha. We're going to start it off at $15 if, of course, anybody is interested. So very Fenton-like, but of course, Kanawha was like, well, we can't let Fenton have all of the fun. So we've got this gorgeous white milk glass, very hobnail, right? But these are like the belly button candy. Do y'all remember that? Like the belly buttons, a little candy on the stripe of paper. You just eat them off there, right? Eat half the paper trying to get them off sometime. So these are very smooth. They're not pointy, right? We got a great white milk glass, no mark on it, no chips, no cracks to it, but it is cased with that red. I mean, woof, goodness. It is definitely a very vibrant red. It's a candy apple red, a fire engine red. It is a true. This is like the red that you think of when somebody says red, right? So of course you've got that beautiful white or milk glass crest going onto it. It is quite striking. Prada red. Go ahead. Prada red, she says. So again, the glass itself, there are no chips. There are no cracks to it. We have a total height right here of 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. We have a total diameter on that of 7 inches, 7 inches. Gosh darn it, I don't have any blue. But if you had a little blue something, something, you could stick it in here. Boom, you're patriotic, you're 4th of July, you don't have a lot of space. Just put a little blue something in there and you're ready to go. You've got all three colors covered. Maybe you want to use it for Christmas, that red and white, that candy cane. Imagine putting your little candy canes, your peppermints in here and using that as your candy dish. I mean, how brilliant is that? Maybe you want to put a little bottle brush tree in here and you want to do a green because then you're doing your red, white, and green. You could easily turn that into a Christmas piece if you would like, into a patriotic piece if you want. But this, that red and white contrast, this is a great mid century look to it, right? But you could make it play into more traditional kind of looks and decors. Okay. So no chips, no cracks. It is Kanawha. We are at 3.5 at its tallest. We are at 7 inches at its widest in diameter. Miss Lenny's at 15. Vicky's at 17. Oh, Mama Wanda is texting Richard. She either texted him or called him and was like, I want the champagne flutes. She says hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Miss Stephanie is in it at 18. Ladies, thank you so much. Everybody's saying hi, Mama Wanda. Oh, uh, that's my mom. Mama Wanda is my mom. My mom's name is. All right, Miss Stephanie's in it at 18. Everyone is saying hello, Mom. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you all. Here we go. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Does not glow, by the way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I have to upgrade her phone. I've been slacking on that. She has an older model iPhone and she can we access the chat, but it is like microscopic. Like there ain't no way you're gonna be able to read the chat and watch the video all at once. Ooh, Ruthie. Okay. There's our red pump, our red stiletto bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Joan, I appreciate your bid of 19. It came in right after the bid end. So congratulations and thank you, Miss Stephanie, at $18. She's vibrant. Doesn't that look like candy? It is super glossy, though, in real life. Thank you, Stephanie. Congratulations. It's coming to you, lady. All right. Do you know what would be fun if you really want to create a look? right? Now, this color combination reads a little 80s, not going to lie to you. We'll start this at 18. So that white and that red, maybe you kind of want to take it into spooky season. Maybe you want to put your eyeball gumdrops in there. But a good color to kind of spook it up is going to be black, otherwise known as amethyst. Okay. So great color combination. Tell me that's not reading 80s to you. All right. So our next piece here is a smaller pedestal bud vase. Pardon me as I set that down. All right. It is amethyst. The glass is so thick, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it to read. I'm not. Now it is a 1940s piece of Westmoreland glass. So we've got our Westmoreland hallmark down here, the maker's mark, the W inside the G. Westmoreland is great because well, I guess a lot of manufacturers, you can date their products by the shape of or the way in which they altered their maker's mark, right? So we are in 1940s for the Westmoreland here. It is a 1940s Westmoreland amethyst or black pedestaled bud vase. The measurements on it are 9 inches. It is a 9-inch vase. There are no chips, there are no cracks to this. Adding this with, I'm telling you, ready? That's a look. I'm sorry. That is a look with your opalescence, your amber glasses. You really want to take that amber and elevate it, add in some black. Maybe you've got some milk glass, right? Why not? You see, elevate it with that black. It always adds, as my mother would say, a touch of class, right? Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. So Deborah's first, Miss KBEE, Miss Dina's getting in it. Uh-oh. KBEE, Dina, they're duking it out. Watch out. Watch out. Had me at 1940s amethyst, right? You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. This thing is so, again, shiny. The glass today is super shiny, right? Almost like a mirrored finish to it. I apologize. That's probably from me. I was cleaning stuff last night, but I was in a rush. There we go. We got rid of that. Oh, goodness. So 9 inches tall. Again, we have no chips, no cracks. Westmoreland's 1940s amethyst or black glass, depending on how you want to look at it. So Miss Janet's getting in the game. Watch out. I thought it was Fenton at first sight, but don't worry. We have some Fenton amethyst coming up later on today. Yeah, we do. So maybe you want to get crazy with it. Maybe your favorite color is black. Mm, yeah, we're doing it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it. All right, let's do the countdown. Thank you, Dina. Well, KB, you know I appreciate you being in, lady. Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This one's got it puckered up. Puckered up. It's puckered up. All right, ASMR. No, no ASMR. We love the ASMR here. How are you doing out there today? Thank you for joining the call. There's our butterfly bid. There is the butterfly bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. She's pouty and she loves it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you for the butterfly bid end, Miss Ruthie B. Dina was holding it down at 35. Miss Janet threw it down at 40, but Miss Dina, she kept it safe with that just in case of 50. So at 41, Dina lady, congratulations and thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, of course, for the bids. Dina, it's coming to you, lady. I appreciate you. All right. So let's just go ahead and let's go back about what we were 1940s. Let's go back even further in time, and we're going to go back about 40 years at least. So I've got a great late 1800s, early 1900s, let's say turn of 19th century. Okay, we'll play it safe. We'll say turn of 19th century. It is a pink satin rose bowl with enameling. Now, as I was saying to Barb earlier, we're going to see each other in about a month and a half. That means we're going to be into September. That means it's fall. That means it's all about finding that fall decor. Well, listen, I have got this pink satin, no hallmark on it. Okay. We do have a rougher poncel down here, which does help us identify the age. Okay. So rougher poncel, we can call it Bohemian glass if you would like. This is a little bit weightier, but a pink satin glass. There is some extra brown enameling. Okay. I was not going to remove it. I left it on there. It's part of, its history. Like an artist accidentally bumped it with a brush. So there is some excess brown enameling down here. But otherwise, there are no chips, there are no cracks to the glass. I hate cleaning the satin glass, especially with enamel. Wait till y'all see the piece that I have coming up. When I tell you I was so paranoid about cleaning it, there, I removed it. Oh my Lord, it just keeps popping up on me. Like cleaning around this enameling is horrifying. But you've got beautiful autumnal. Thank you, Christine. I do appreciate it. But we've got some beautiful brown um, stems and leaves with a little bit of a mustard yellow, and we've got some little daisy around the perimeter of the piece. Okay, got a little bit of a drape down here, two. So one, two, three. Okay, we have three drape downs. Again, excess enameling. No chips or cracks to the glass. Okay, this is again, it's very puckered up for a rose bowl. A lot of times you do see these a little bit more open, but what you would do is you would just have shortcut stems and put your roses in here or what whatever other flower you would like to stick in there. But it's a really interesting color combination. I think it is great, of course, for your fall decor. But if you do love your earth tones throughout the year, then this is definitely a welcome little addition by giving you just a little traditional feminine touch to it, just kind of breaking up the monochromatic. If you kind of do the browns, the earth tones, maybe you kind of want to just a little splash of a different color in there. So Christine is in it at 20. Terry's coming in at 22. KBEE, thank you, ladies. Do appreciate it. Miss Terry's back at 25. Let's talk about it. We are 4 inches tall, 4 inches tall. And I did measure I don't know that I would call it the diameter, but from side to side, you are at 7 inches. So she's got a girth of 7 inches. I did go ahead and measure the opening for you in case you were curious. The actual opening itself is at 1 3/4 inches, so just shy of 2 inches, 1 3/4 opening on that. But again, the glass has no chips, no cracks. There is additional enameling down here from the manufacturer, the painter. We do have a rough poncel on there. Okay. Geez, I did a better job of cleaning the inside than I did the outside. A for Africa. All right, let's go ahead. Stupid, stupid residue. I think I got it all off now. Let's just double check. Yes, I did. Okay, let's do it. Terry's in it at 25. Oh, no, Christine's at 26. My apologies. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Again, I just think it's great for fall. I really do. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I don't consider it a flaw. It's character. I mean, if the studio found it acceptable to put out, then who am I? You know, Lord knows I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Just saying. Terry's got it at 28. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. There is our leafy bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Do appreciate it. Everyone, thank you so much for the bids, but a congratulations and thank you, Terry. It is coming to you at 28. It's there you go, Lisa. It's a little B. That's right. Use the imagination. Terry, thank you again. Okay, so fall. Let's do another kind of fall autumnal piece. Oh, nuts, I didn't bring my flashlight. So, okay. Bittersweet. Yeah, we got a little piece of bittersweet. It is from Ellie Smith. We're going to start her off at 30 if, of course, anybody is interested. There are no chips, there are no cracks to this piece. Let's get that 30 highlight. There it goes. Okay. So, boom. You've got some beautiful Ellie Smith bittersweet. Now it is a bud vase, a horned bud vase, and you've got a very Victorian pattern to it. This thing is very swirly. I will say that. So you're seeing like the lighter of the oranges swirled in with the darker, beautiful color. The lighter oranges here that you're seeing, those will fluoresce and they will glow like this pinkish orange. It's a really unique color. So look at that. You just got to snatch it. Okay, Taylor is just really not playing around. Go ahead, Taylor. Go ahead. So the pattern is repeated throughout the entirety of the horn. Again, there are no chips or cracks on it. You are at 6 1/4 inches tall, 6 1/4 inches tall. So again, we talk about those kind of autumnal decors. I just set that down here. Let me see if I can grab it. The bittersweet, again, and this isn't like a bright, vibrant pink, but that goes very well because you're picking up that orange in the leaves there. It's definitely an unusual color combination for sure, but it works. I really think that it does work. So you can take that orange not only for your traditional fall, but this, of course, is a great color to add in with your black. And you've got classic Halloween colors. Maybe you don't have any of it and you're just the lover of bittersweet, and there ain't nothing wrong with that either, right? So no chips, no cracks. This is, believe it or not, Ellie Smith in their bittersweet. Let me show you the interior. No hallmark to it. Joanna says it's giving candy corn. Don't eat your glass. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you want to lick it in the privacy of your own home, do it up, but just don't eat your glass, right? We're not here to judge. And besides, what you do in your own home ain't my business. And I ain't gonna know about it anyhow unless you tell me. But don't tell me you be licking your glass because then I'm gonna have to look at you strange. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Janet and Dina are both in it. Miss Dina's holding it down at 60. I'll appreciate you, ladies. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Ellie Smith, bittersweet, 6 1/4. It is a horn bud vase, right? Hey, Maria, how are you doing today? Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Look at all that swirly swirl. These are fun to add into a UV. They really are. The color, the glow again, is just really unique. It's like I said, it's like this pinkish orange. I love it. It's super fun. There's our sunshine bid end. Okay, it got aggressive. Y'all be cray cray. Math. No, my goodness, you guys. Thank you so much. Dina was holding it down, and then it was definitely a competition here at the end. So let's do this. Lizzie, just in case of 117. Dina, just in case of 127. Taylor, Lordy woman, just in case of 180. So Taylor girl, she said this is the piece she wanted. Right on, respect. 128, Taylor girl, it's coming to you, sister friend. Miss Taylor. Okay, you ladies aren't playing today. That's all right. All I'm gonna say. I'll appreciate it. I sure do. Same show. Why do you think the just in cases only go up in $1 increments? The secret's finally out. Secret's finally out. All right. Let's get crazy. I'm going to do this. Let's do a choice. This is our only choice of this sale today, you guys. Start choice. And I'm going to start the choice off at $20. You are going to have a choice between two Fenton pieces. They are both a white milk glass with the gold crest, okay? The shapes are different, so it's totally up to you as to whether you would want one, whether you want both, okay? Let's go ahead and we will do the Fenton. Okay, again, milk glass, gold crest. Neither piece has any chips or cracks, okay? Neither is marked. Okay, so here we've got a classic vase from Fenton. Again, milk glass with that gold crest. Lovely for your autumnal, your fall displays, but this is beautiful, especially if you have brass, if you like a more bohemian look, especially if you like maybe a little bit more of an elevated bohemian look rather than just everything being macrame. Not that there's anything wrong with macrame, do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can dress it up a little bit and it doesn't take a whole lot, just a pretty piece of glass. Okay. Miss Janet, Miss KBEE is coming in. Oh, Miss Jill's in it at 37. So no chips or cracks on either. This is your first selection. We are at 8 1/8 to be exact, 8 1/8 at its tallest. And you have a 5-inch diameter, 5-inch diameter there on the ruffle. Okay. Y'all, hold on. You didn't even see the second piece. Wait. So here is the second piece. Again, this is unmarked. Let me catch up. Dina, okay, KBEE. This is your second piece, unmarked Fenton. Again, it is the milk glass in the gold crest. So here we've got our little squatty. We're going to call the choices short, okay? Short, but girthy, and tall. So those are your two choices, okay? This one has got a very this is like a little bit more of a hallmark, I think, to a Victorian era. Beautiful milk glass again with that gold crest on it. All right. I know we went crazy. So our shorter one here, at our tallest, we are at 5.5, 5.5. Okay. And we have a diameter at its widest at 6 1/4, 6 1/4. Look at that crazy shape right here. This ruffle, she went crazy. She went crazy. I still got smudge in there. I was rushing with it. It was too late for me last night. So two choices. Short, we are at 5.5 inches tall, a 6 1/4 inch diameter, or tall at 8 1/8 and a 5-inch diameter. So tall and short, those are your two choices. They are both beautiful. I think again, like great for your fall display. But if you do love that bohemian look, add these in with brass. Let's see here. Let's do it. I want to pull out the black again, right? A little bit more sophisticated. Okay. So very mid-century on this piece. And maybe you've got this. This is old. Okay. Here we're in that antique glass. Mix it up, right? Maybe you want to go even more traditional. You've got some very elegant. Look at that. Stop it. No, you stop. No, let's not stop at all. Let's keep it going. All right, let's do the countdown for you. Y'all, I really appreciate the bids. Thank you so very much. Miss Janet, Miss Jill, and we're back to Miss Dina. You know what, Taylor? I did test it out. I don't have a 365. I don't have a 365, but I did test it out with a black light, but mine isn't as strong. So these may glow. I just didn't, you know, I don't know. It might be in there. So let's do the countdown. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. And that's a beautiful color too. It does read a little bit more gold, and I don't know if it's because it's next to the white that it's picking up more of like a yellow than a brown undertone to it. Again, you get to choose. There's our honey pot bid. Ooh, honey pot bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Um, okay, I probably have to set those down in order to do my line. All right, where are we at? Miss Dina's in it at 70. You guys, thank you, Lillian. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Lillian. Dina's still at 70. Janet came in with a just in case of 88. Dina threw it down with a just in case of 125. So, Miss Dina, lady, you get first pick as to which one or ones you would like. Do you want short? Do you want tall, or would you prefer to have both? That's totally up to you. And we've got Miss Janet then coming in at second at 88. So, Miss Dina, you let me know, girl, and then we'll see what's what and go from there. How about that? Well, Janet, I appreciate it. Miss Dina has decided to go for both. So, Dina, congratulations and thank you again. You are getting the set. Now, I wonder, obviously I got them from the same vendor. I just wonder if the vendor got them from, the same collector or estate. So maybe they get to continue to live together, and they'll have lots of other Fentony glassy friends to play with. Not too aggressively because Dina doesn't want her glass to break, right? Thank you, everyone. Okay, what are we doing next? Let's see. Okay, let's do. I'm going to do antique piece of Northwood. Again, this is turn of century, late 1800s, early 1900s. I'm starting this one off at $18. The reason I'm starting it off at $18 is, again, it is Northwood. I had one yesterday. Yesterday was the glass was very clear, whereas on this one, I'm at about, what are we going to say? About 4 inches. 4 inches, there is some cloudiness. Now, I did put in Windex and I let it soak. I used a bottle brush, and the etching didn't come out. So there is some cloudiness. I don't think it's the world's worst, but it is there. So that's why we're starting her off at 18. Thank you, Miss Deborah. I still think it's a beautiful piece of glass. I would say this because there's a little bit of etching to it. You could feel maybe a little bit more comfortable in using this for fresh cut flowers. Now, you are seeing that the glass at the top where the water did not sit is much clearer than if you get down to that bottom 4 inches. Now, there are no chips or cracks to the glass. There's no flea bites to it. Okay. But it is a Northwood French opalescent, clear glass, white opalescent with a chevron. Okay. So I still see the value in it. I still see the beauty in it. It's still a beautiful piece of glass. It's not perfect, but that said, I think that you can still use it for your fresh cut flowers and not be so worried about, am I going to ruin my antique piece of glass? You know? So I don't think it's ruined. It's been used. How about that? Miss Janet's coming in at 20. I the vinegar water the vinegar. I should try that sometime. And you know what? Here's the thing. I know people are like the denture tablets. I have not had luck with the denture tablets. Like I did. I went out and bought a whole box because I was like, well, I need, nope. I have not had the denture tablets work for me at all at all. Windex has been the thing that has worked the best above and beyond anything else. So I let the Windex set, and whatever's in that Windex likes to eat away at stuff. Um, I would say this if you have like adhesive on your glass, spray it with Windex and let it set. I don't know what's in there, but it just like dissolves, it's gone. Okay, Barb's not having luck with it. I don't get it either. I'm like, is what I don't the denture tablets just don't work for me. So Deborah's in at 21, but see, Miss Rebel, she said the denture tablets are all about it. The alcohol and the rock salt, yep. So CLR, lots of different things, right? The denture tablets can go into the toilet. So does Coke, right? Don't get me started. I'm not going down that road. So we are at 10 and 1/4 inches, 10 and 1/4 inches at its tallest. Where am I at? Right here. 10 and 1/4 inches at its tallest. I get bong cleaner. You know what, Mr. Pay? I think that honestly is I might try that one. So there's no chips or cracks on the glass itself. There is some etching. It's not terrible, but it is there. So let's go ahead and do the countdown for y'all. Thank you guys for the bids. Do appreciate it. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This sale's about to get cray cray. Yeah, it is. Boom. What was that? 10 and 1/4 on this. There's our cupcake bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate you, lady. Let's set this one on down, chill. So I do believe Miss June. Scroll and scroll. Yes, congratulations and thank you, Janet. It is coming to you, lady, at $25. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you guys do know that there's still some value to that one. All right, let's get crazy. The next four pieces are like we're at the crescendo, y'all. We're at the top of the mountain. It's about to get real. The four bougiest items are the next ones up. Okay. That said, we're starting it off at a conservative 60. It's a big old piece. Yeah, it is. This is marked Fenton. Yeah, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time. So there is your Fenton mark. It is obviously the Fenton Amethyst. I've only had the pleasure of bringing a piece of amethyst this big once before. Okay. It is the pedestal thumbprint. It is the thumbprint Fenton Amethyst swung vase. It's quite dramatic up here too. Look at that. This is 18 and 3/4 inches, 18 and 3/4 inches of Fenton Amethyst goodness. So, like I was showing y'all earlier, if you want to add a touch of class, put in a touch of black, right? Thank you, Miss Janet. Thank you, Sea Monkey. Do it. Okay, Dina's just throwing in there. She said, let's just do this. If we're going to do it, let's just do it. That swing is quite dramatic. Look at that mouth on that one. Okay. A little bit of black adds a touch of class. Of course, this is perfect for your Halloween, your spooky decors. Black is going to go with anything. I mean, it really truly is. I am a huge fan, y'all, of like putting it with like the golds, the amethyst with the ambers. I think are a beautiful color combination. Add it in with your milk glass if you want to do like a ghosty kind of vibe, put it with milk glass. That would be super fun. And then you could just to like a little touch of red, right? Nothing big, just a little something something, and you can have a very sophisticated, elegant kind of Halloween display without it being too like ghoulish or childish. But I prefer the childish myself. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. So Miss Dina's holding it down. Miss KBEE. Oh, Miss Dina, she ain't playing. She said, we're not playing. We're not playing. Did I say it's 18? 18 and 3/4 inches. Stop it. Now, the nice thing about this is while, yes, it is in fact a longer piece of glass, because it's so thin, that really helps with the shipping cost. Like it really. And I've shipped a good number of swung vases at this point to, I feel confident in letting you know that. So display it like this, where you don't see the opening. That's a little aggressive. To the side here. I like this one because I just love that swoop on that. And then that swoop is like one, two. It's about 2.5, 2 and 3/4 inches on that. A good 2 and 3/4 inches on that one. Okay. Miss Janet's getting in at 160. Again, we are stamped Fenton Jiangqiao. Thumbprint, pedestal, swung vase, and the amethyst or black if you prefer. And okay, Miss Dina, got it. Appreciate y'all some. I know. I had this vase and then I had one that had the painting, but the one that had the white flowers was a little bit smaller than this one. These ones, this black amethyst, and I do know they make bigger ones. This stuff is hard to get. So, all right, y'all. Thank you for the bids. I do appreciate you. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Diane, you like this side? Because it's like, it's not too little. It's not like mammoth. I mean, mammoth, like maybe something we have coming up here in just a moment. And I do mean mammoth, like 2.5 feet tall mammoth. Fire. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Stinking gnats flying around on me. Dina. Oh, she didn't play. She threw it a just in case too to keep it safe. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. It is always greatly appreciated. Dina, lady, you crazy woman. I thank you so very much, Miss Dina. Yet again, truly, black is one of my favorite colors, in case you didn't know, and gray. So, Miss Dina, at 250, thank you so much. It is going to come to you, lady. Thank you again. And it goes great with your Fenton, the white and the gold. That's a look. That's a look. Okay, Dina, y'all are crazy. I appreciate you. Okay, so one of my favorite pieces. This is one of my favorite pieces. I love it. It's very elegant to me. So if you love an antique vibe, you just love a very sophisticated, refined vibe to it. But you could certainly use this in a bohemian home. This piece, ooh, and it's okay. Okay, let's just do it. It is a clear glass with gold hand painted enameling. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks to the vase itself. There is a little bit of enamel loss to it. Okay. Look at that. To look. Oh, I love it. Do you see that is all hand painted on there? Okay. Now, where you see here, the leaves, and I do mean to say that it is minimal. I'm not mad at it because I really think that it kind of adds a little bit of aesthetic, almost like it's in shadow, if you will. You do have a gold crest up here on the fluted top. Okay. The glass, no chips and cracks. And let me tell you something. Again, we're talking Victorian era glass. And one thing that we're not seeing on this one, are you ready for it? Is a rough Poncel mark. That thing was smoothed down. Okay. There is just the ever, these are not chips or cracks. There's just the ever slightest bit of roughness to it. But overall, I mean, this piece was made um, to go into a more elegant home, if you will. You are seeing a little bit of cloudiness here where it's very clear. I want to be very clear. While I did clean this, I can't, I cannot, even with a bottle brush, I could not get my hand down far enough to get my bottle brush to go all the way around. Okay. So it very clearly will clean. The glass is not etched, but it does need scrubbed. I can't get my wrist, even with my bottle brush, to get down in here. So we're going to be very clear on that. Okay. I did clean this spot. This has still got some dust. Okay. This is the piece that made me super nervous to clean because of that enameling, and I didn't want to lift it. I will say that I think I did a pretty gosh darn good job, with the exception I do have some dust still down at the bottom. Okay. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's elegant. I mean, look at how clean and clear that glass is. Let me rotate back here. It's very sparkly. Okay. There's no cloudiness to this glass. I'd be a little nervous to put water in it and keep fresh cuts. I would do a synthetic or a dry floral arrangement in this one. But to be completely frank with you, I think that it makes enough of a statement without having to put anything in it. I love this piece. It's one of my favorite pieces of the sale. All right, missed. Okay, I'm not. The words are just they just keep coming. Thank you, ladies, so much for the bids, Miss Lisa, Miss Janet. Again, goes great with the black. Put it in with your milk glass. It's very bohemian. Um, yeah, the glass that's not spotless. I mean, look, I'm Richard gave me a great saying. Okay. two hands, two hands, two hands can only do so much. You know what I mean? We do. We absolutely do the very best that we can. So yeah. But any old how, the measurement on this gorgeous, stunning, beautiful piece of glass, lady, it is at 16 inches. She is 16 inches tall. There are no chips. There are no cracks. Yes, there is a little bit. Hey, Robin, how are you doing today? There is a little bit of uh, wear to the enameling. Kind of see how it's like shadowy, right? But I think it adds to the aesthetic value of it. I'm not mad at it. So Miss Janet is in it at 70. Y'all, thank you again for the bids. She's lovely. She's elegant. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Lisa, she's that skirt. She said, I see how this game is being played. Lisa, get it, girl. There's our sunflower bid end. So, Miss Lisa at 160, lady. Oh, okay. Bye. But Lisa, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. The peacock feathers in here definitely would be great. So, Lisa, you are getting it. I appreciate you. What are you going to put in it? Are you going to put anything in it? I thought someone was here. I'm just hearing things. You meant that as a just, I'll honor it as a just in case. So it's 71. At 71. Where are you at? GENZ. At 71, Lisa. Congratulations and thank you. I still want to know what you're going to put in there, though. All right, let's do this. We've got an old piece of glass, and this is a bougie piece of glass, y'all. So, little known glass company. They are Hobbs. Hobbs Glass, okay, is our next piece. And yeah, I'm really starting this off at quite the bargain for some reason, but let's do it. 35 is what I'm starting it at. This is Hobbs Glass, okay? A beautiful, beautiful combination between opalescent and an amber. Okay. So Hobbs glass, this pattern, this swirl pattern, apparently has a name. Okay. The name is, oh Lord, Gaunterman. So it is Hobbs glass in the Gaunterman pattern. All right. That swirl goes all the way around with that elegant amber crest to it. And check it out. It even has the pattern. There is today's hobnail, y'all. Now, why did I call the hobnail, or no, wait, I called the thumbprint a thumbnail, but I'm calling the, what is this? What I'm trying to say? This is today's thumbnail, okay? That's what you're seeing for today's thumbnail is the bottom of this Hobbs glass. It is in the Gotterman pattern. There are no chips. There, yes, that is how you spell it, Kim. Hobbs. Hobbs. Okay. No chips, no cracks to it. I love this. Again, super bohemian. Okay. If you would like, but great in your Victorian era because it quite frankly is, right? You could even, I think, get away with adding this into a mid-century home. The measurement on this piece, it is 4 3/4 inches tall, 4 3/4 inches tall, and you have a diameter at 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Thank you, Miss Janet, for your bid of 35. It's elegant, it's elevated. I mean, it just definitely has that look of age to it. And I love the fact that there's even a pattern on the bottom. This is all abrased. This is all ridged, right? So you're totally feeling it. It's not just an optic pattern. It is a molded piece of glass, and you can see the ridges here. And the opalescent was applied simply to the ridges, but not to the interior. So it has a very dramatic look to it. Again, that pattern you can see through the looking down into the bottom, but then on the bottom is where it's actually textured. Okay. It is beautiful. It is elegant. Okay. All right, we got Miss Janet's in it at 35. Again, it is Hobbs glass in the Gaunterman pattern, okay, late 1800s, 4 3/4 inches tall, and a diameter of 5 1/4 inches. Lisa's getting in on the action. It's definitely a harder to get. They do a blue. I know that there was a blue, okay? Hobbs glass was from 1845 to 1891. So she is definitely of age, shall we say that, of a certain age. So let's say it was from 1891. That would be 122 years old. At a minimum, the glass is 122 years old at a minimum. Thank you very much for the information, Kim. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Miss Lisa's in at 42. Lisa, hello. Janet, I did see your bid of 40. Again, let's go ahead and do the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Is it is it wrong? It's 132 years old. This is 132 years old. Wait till you see tonight's video. Thankfully, I caught it and put it in text. Thank you for our, our passing showers bid and Miss Ruthie B. Whatever. It's just math, numbers. Lisa's holding it down at 42. Lisa, KBE tries to get her without bid of 60, but Miss Lisa threw in her just in case is 75. So Lisa, ooh, and what a great. These are so good together, Lisa. Get it. Lisa at 61. It's coming to ya. That's a great look, lady. Congratulations. All right, let's get crazy. I think this is the largest. I'm pretty sure this is, I'd have to look, but I'm almost positive. This is the largest Swan vase that I've ever sold here. We're going to see how it goes. Okay. Now she's expensive. You saw the video, Michael paid up for it. So it is Ellie Smith. It is a swung floor vase. It is a smoothie, and it is in the Amberina. Okay. So there are no chips, there are no cracks to it. There are air bubbles to it, depending on where you sit with that. The air bubbles are from the manufacturer. Some people are like, it's cool. Hey, Allison, how are you doing today? Um, some people are okay. Madeline's here. Okay, Madeline, this does include free shipping on this one too. That's what you're in for. Yeah. So there are air bubbles in it. So depending on where you sit with that, that might be okay with you because it did come from the manufacturer. Some people are like, no, it's still a flaw and I want it to be flawless. Like, whatever, to each their own. Okay, we're going to start it off at 175. It is the Ellie Smith. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all the way in frame. She's big, she's large. Okay. We are starting it off at 175. This beast was real fun to clean. Michael got that dust out. Let me tell you what, it was dusty. That was not the kind of dusty we are looking for. It is the Ellie Smith. It's a floor vase. It is the smoothie, right? So she's nice and smooth down here. We have no chips, no cracks. It is in the Amberina. We do have air bubbles that you can, in fact, feel in the glass, like right here, kind of like a little pimple. All right. You can see one kind of shining through back there. So yes, in fact, go ahead, Misty Pate. This will fluoresce up at the top. Okay. It is color for days. Okay. There are no chips. There are no cracks. And as I said, thank you, Misty. Thank you, Miss Sally. This is sitting. Are you all ready for it? This sits at 28 and 1/4 inches. 28 and 1/4 inches. I know it's not exactly 2.5 feet. That math I do know, but it's nearly 2.5 feet tall. 2.5 feet tall. Okay. These things are just a pain in the butt anymore to get, and I did pay up for it. But at this size, I definitely wanted to snatch it up. 28 and 1/4 inches tall. Like I said, it's definitely the largest. I'm like 99% sure it's the largest swung vase that I've ever sold. I've come close, but yeah. Now, like I said with the the amethyst one earlier, listen, there's no way this box is going to at least have to come in at 32 inches long, right? And I want it to come in at least 32 inches because of bubble wrap, because of the paper that we're going to need on both sides, okay? However, the width on this, we're looking at a width of maybe 10 inches. I think I might be able to get away with it. So we're looking at a 32 by 10 by 10 at max. So while again, um, uh-oh, Donnie said y'all lucky. Oh, he put that. Donnie put the word out. I don't know what I'm saying. So yes, the length is going to get us, but the width and height are definitely going to help save us too. Okay, I did clean this one out. I feel very good about it. And watch out, Donnie's throwing it down. 28 and 1/4, not paying attention. Really? You guys, thank you so much for the beds, Taylor and Dina. You cray craze. All right, let's do it. Taylor's. Oh, so it's about half your height. It's gonna come up to Taylor's rib cage. That's funny. That's funny. Let's. It comes to right a little bit above my kneecap. A little bit above my kneecap. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead, Donnie. I hope that you're doing well. Well, I hope that the rest of the day goes better for you. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Ellie Smith, Amberina. Not trying to flip you off. No chips. No cracks. There are some air bubbles. Okay. And she's at 28 and 1/4. Oh, there's some water still down in there. My apologies, y'all. Didn't even see it. So let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. An upbeat end. Thank you, Miss Janet. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for your bids. Okay, well, alive and not in jail, both good things. There is our cherry bid, and thank you so much, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Dina was holding it at 325. Miss Janet threw it down at 350. Miss Dina, with that just in case, a pew pew just in case, lady, at 475, 351. Miss Dina, lady, ooh, are getting you 28 and 1/4 inches of swung base glass. Thank you so much. Congratulations, lady. I do certainly appreciate it. Now, Miss Dina, you know you getting more than one box with that one, right? It's happening. It's happening. Okay. What did I do? Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'll go the rundown. Miss Dina. Okay. Let's switch it up. I love the shape. I love the shape on this one. Now it's a console bowl, and the console bowls haven't been too popular. I'm just gonna I know, way to sell it, Michael. But I really like this one. Oh, I really, really, really like this one. And again, talking about your fall, your autumnal displays. Again, I went like full like bohemian vibes, I think, today. Maybe a little bit out of traditional bohemian looks, but definitely something that you can do. Or if you like your Art Deco, if you are a fan of your Greek revival, you might really like this piece. So we're going to do Fostoria. Haven't had Fostoria in a while. Let me remember how to spell start that way. Okay. We'll start the Fostoria off at 30. It is the Fostoria in their Topaz. Look at that console bowl. Do you see that? Again, do you see Art Deco? Do you see Greek Revival? Do you see mid-century? Like, oh, she's gorgeous. This color, Topaz, it's not like the Depression era yellow. Like it's not like kind of muted, it's more vibrant to it. You have no chips or cracks on this piece. You're seeing deco. Joanna is seeing deco. I love this. Now let's talk about the measurement. Let me see if I can remember it here. Okay, so I measured from handle to handle, right? If you were to do it as such, you were at 14 and a half inches, 14 and a half inches at its longest. Now, from the base to the top of the sides, you're at 9.5 inches, 9.5 inches. If we do just the measurement on the bowl itself, the bowl, you're at 3 inches, and then you have a diameter on the bowl that is not right. 5.5. One, two, three, four. More like 6.5. My measurement is wrong on that. So again, you have no chips, no cracks on this. Talking about like your autumnal displays, just put your mini pumpkins in that one, right? But this is a gorgeous shade of yellow. Again, they're calling it topaz, which I guess, yeah, totally. Topaz. The scrolls are for the win. Don't you? I love this shape. I love it. The color is gorgeous. I think that you could have a lot of fun with it, especially as you're seeing back here with like the walnut colors, the warm tones, the earthy tones. This is beautiful, and I'm gonna do it because why not? Like you could still do let's go super 90s and do like a bowl filler in here that maybe you want to do a bowl filler that's like more of the rattan balls. You could certainly do that in here, and I think that the color is really going to let you do that. Put your remotes in here, right? Use this as your catch-all. I will say this, the glass doesn't have any scratches to it, so keys definitely weren't stored in here. Use it at your own risk if you want to throw your keys in there. It probably will eventually start scratching your glass, so do keep that in mind. We have Fostoria, Topaz, gorgeous console dish. Miss Janet's in it at 30. The chat's delayed. Uh-oh, we can't have that, Carvers. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Janet, I appreciate you, lady. Thank you. Let's do it. 50, ooh, the beaded fruit. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get over here. And a bid end. Very like Venetian gondola. Don't you see it? Right? Oh, KBEE. Oh, Lori's getting in on the action. A bird's nest. There is our lemon bid end, lemon head bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate you. Lori, you're 39. It did come in. It came in right after the bid end. 35 KBEE. Ladies, thank you for the bids. KBEE at 37, lady. It's coming to you. Thank you. Okay, we've got an elegant piece. She's lovely. Are y'all ready for it? This is definitely for our elegant, our sophisticated kind of fans. It is the Gerald porcelain or porcelains, however they say it over there. It is a two-piece set. Now, you can use the pieces together or you can separate them and use them independent of one another. It's totally up to you how you would choose to do it. I'm going to start this set off. Where am I at? We're starting it off at $30. There's no condition issues to either of the pieces. Let's go ahead and show it to you all put together. Look at that. You have, I mean, it's not like I think a lot of people might think of Lennox, but this is a white glaze with the gold accents, but you do have your cardinal in there. So as I said, they are two separate pieces, though you can use them as one piece. The cardinal, the figurine does come out, okay? So we do have our Gerald porcelain manufacturing mark on the bottom of the bird. No, it does not. It is not marked on the bottom of the bowl. Okay. So, like I said, she's elegant. She's classy. I think it's a beautiful piece. Let me show you the hallmark to it there. Again, the Gerald porcelain. I don't know. It's Bavaria, however they say porcelain. Okay. So the cardinal, there are no chips, there are no cracks to him. A beautiful high glaze white with the gold accents. It is not overdone. The wings are not chipped, they're not rough. Okay. Some beautiful movement of that cardinal landing on his little branch here. The bird itself, don't drop it. The bird, the cardinal, measures 5 1/4, 5 1/4 to this wing, 5 1/4, and I have a wingspan of 5 inches, 5 inches. Okay. The bowl, there are no chips or cracks to the bowl. We do have a light embossed floral pattern running around the perimeter. It's not overly garish or anything like that. It's just a simple accent, very classic, very clean, just giving you a little bit of a detail there. Gold rim around its entirety. The bowl is at 2 inches tall, and we have a diameter. Now, keep in mind, I measure the diameter to the point of the bowl, not the interior here. So, widest in diameter is at 8.5, 8.5 inch widest diameter, 2 inches tall. Again, that cardinal separate piece. Use it together. Use it together. Use it separately. Totally up to you. Cardinal is 5 1/4 to this wing here, and we have a wingspan of 5 inches. Miss Shireen, lady, thank you so much for your bid. I think she's elegant. I really, truly do. I got them together, and we're going to keep them together. So you do, of course, get both. Get both. Oh, Miss Stephanie's in. Lisa's getting in it. Oh, for Christmas. Doing some holly and ivy in there. Yes, just some plain green, your winter greens in there. Pretty. How pretty, pretty. All right, Miss Shireen's back in at 33, and I'm going to go ahead, y'all, and do the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Donnie, you stay out of jail and keep breathing. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. Really do appreciate it. Ooh, let's set that down before I drop it. Yeah, no real birds. No real birds. There is our blue bird bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. It is appreciated as always, lady. Shireen and Lisa both throwing in those just in cases. Shireen, lady, had that 40. Miss Lisa came in with that just in case of 50. So, Miss Lisa, congratulations and thank you again at 41. It's coming to you, lady. Thank you so much. All righty. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's jump back to Fenton. We'll do some Fenton Dusty Rose. Fenton Dusty Rose. It is in a cased glass. I'm going to start this piece off at $30 if, of course, anybody is interested, but here she is, right? So, very similar to Dina's gold crest from earlier, right? But this is in the pink and white cased glass. So the pink is referred to as Fenton's Dusty Rose. There is no hallmark on this one. Okay. There are no chips, there are no cracks. I love the depth of color that you get in the ruffles up here. It's like you can see the separate, well, I don't know if I'm going to view. You can kind of see right here the separation of the coloring. It's very dainty, it's very traditional, feminine colors. So again, it is Fenton Dusty Rose. We have a total height at 5. Thank you, Miss Janet. Thank you, Miss Christine. Ladies, I do appreciate it. So we have a total height on that one ish right here to the crest, 5.5 inches, 5.5 inches at its tallest. At its widest in diameter, you are at 6 inches. You're at 6 inches. And it's hard to get the crest because the color, there we go. So you do have the white crest that runs around it. So you have that interior color that just gives you a little bit of hint on that crest and that beautiful dusty rose out on the exterior. Now, again, I think you could pull this into your fall decors because it's not that bright, overly saturated pink. Beth wants to put gardenias in there. So again, that dusty pink, I think lends itself well to your fall autumnal colors, right? No chips, no cracks. Let me set this satin one down here. Pardon me, y'all. So Miss Janet's back in at 40. Ladies, thank you so much. So I think it'd be great in a maybe non-traditional kind of fall decor, right? So I would think pinks exist somewhere in nature in the fall. Beautiful, beautiful. But definitely a piece that you could use for your fresh cut florals or your dries, your synthetics. You don't have to put anything in it. She's still a beautiful piece of glass, okay? She's got a great ruffle. Thank you very much, it says Robert. Thank you very much. Dina's getting in at 45. Ladies, let's go ahead and do the countdown. We are getting near the end and we might have some bonus items for you. Let's do it. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Kim wants to throw some black and purple in there. 100%. Oh, Dana's throwing it. Janet's coming in at 50. There is our pink flower bid. And thank you, Ruthie B. Appreciate you, lady. So Janet was throwing it in at 50. Miss Dina again with that just in case of 66. Dina at 51. Lady, it is coming to you. My goodness, she's snatching it all up. Watch out, watch out. Thank you again, Dina. You're definitely getting multiple boxes. She said, I know, I'm used to it. Thank you very much. Let's get some pottery. We are going to get out of the glass for now. Let me reach, y'all. We're going to do some pottery. We'll do a book, and then we'll jump back into, oh, I didn't even put a price on this. And then we'll jump back into a piece of glass, and then we'll have some bonus items. And the bonus items really are, they're very different. Okay, what did I do to my computer? All right, so we got a piece of pottery. I'm going to start it off at $15. It's not marked, okay? There's no condition issues to it. Look at that flower frog. So we've got like a gray. It's got a matte glaze, which is nice because a lot of times these flower frogs, they do not glaze them at all. But this is like a gray matte glaze, and the feet are even glazed. But it is this black pottery. Look, it's a 3-footed pottery flower frog. I love it. I think it is so stinking cute. I love the little scrolled feet on there. Doesn't it look like a little ottoman, like this little tiny ottoman? Now, whether you would choose to use this for flowers, I'm a little hesitant to, though it is glazed on the bottom. This would be great if you do want to stick it on, oops, that one's a little too big. If you want to stick it on a desk, You can certainly use it for your pens and your pencils. Another really good fun thing to do with these is use them for your stick pins, your hat pins. They make a beautiful addition to this. And because the holes are so wide, you can get several in there and kind of finagle them around and create a really pretty little arrangement of your stick pins, your hat pins, your sash pins, things of that nature. So Janet's in it at 15. We have no chips, no cracks, makeup brushes, paint brushes, 100%. Put your marbles in here. You know, you start to lose them, just hurry up, grab it, stick it here. That way you might not have it with you at all times, but at least you didn't completely lose them, right? Joan's getting in on the action at 16. Ladies, thank you so much for the bids. Again, there are no chips, there are no cracks. I don't have a mark on it, but gosh darn if I just don't love those little scrolled feet. We are at 2 1/4 inches tall, 2 1/4 inches tall. I'm blending in with it. 2 1/4. We have a diameter on this one at 4 inches, a 4 inch diameter on this one. All right, we've got Miss Janet, Miss Joan, and now, oh, we got Miss Lopez, Miss Susie's in on it at 20. Ladies, thank you so much for the bid. Okay, Joan's throwing it down at 25. And ladies, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. It is like a little toadstool, yes. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, Miss Barbara White's coming in at 27. Ladies, thank you so much for the bids. This one was really fun in the topaz. That yellow and black, really nice color combination. Miss Lopez coming back in. Oh, there is our stars bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Joan Lady, pew pew to you. Thank you, everyone, of course, for the bids. Miss Joan Lopez at $28. Lady, it is coming to you. Thank you. Get you written down here. Yeah, I really like this and that Fostoria topaz. All right, let's do a book. We're gonna start her off at 18. If anybody is interested, it is volume 3. Okay. It is from the series Peoples of All Nations. Now, it is a embossed leather with gold gilding. This is in really good condition. I do not have a date. I looked it up, but I wasn't able to find a date from any other listing. So we've got a embossed gold leafed or gold embossed. Oh my lord, the words, y'all. We're getting to that point of the sale. Watch out. The leather bound book here. It is Dancing to France. Again, we are at volume 3, pages 1569 to 2352. Beautiful display piece. But let me tell you, plain cover here. We've got it's like this splatter effect to it, which I'm not accustomed to seeing. I'm more accustomed to seeing marbling. I do not have a date on it. Um, it is basically a table of contents. You've got all of the people of different countries. We have colored plates in here. There's a total of 7 color plates. That includes Denmark, Egypt, England, Estonia, and France. So this is copiously, look at me, copiously illustrated with black and white steel cut images. But then we also have, oh, and I just got one. And we do have color plates. This is France, Fair Patriot from LSA. So this concentrates on the people in the countries, okay? The different fashions. This is really cool because there is a part, look at all of these sepia images, these photographs in the back. I mean, there is a lot of beautiful historic photos and illustrations throughout the back. I'm a huge fan of these sepia colored ones versus like the black and whites. Look at this. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love this book. I think it is quite beautiful. But again, this is all about the people. Look, they're walking on the stilts. Kim, that is my guess. I don't the I don't believe it to be from like the 1800s. Oh, here's another one. This is Fairest of Eve's Daughter, the English Girl. Look at her with the poppies. So again, it's just tons of photos, black and whites. You have some color plates. I love the sepia ones. Back towards the back there. We are from Danzig to France. Tons of photos. I mean, it's just great to look through, see all the different countries, the fashions, the entertainment, right? It is literally a time capsule. It's starting to slide out of my hand, Joe. It is a thick book. Coming up on some more sepia colored ones here. Feel like, oh, here we have modern Egyptians in mosque and mart. Don't know what that really means, but let's see here. Can we find, oh, look at her. She is from Egypt. Look at those eyes. I think it was quite beautiful. So again, I don't have a specific copyright. It's in really good condition. It's a blue leather bound book. There's no shaking. The pages, as you were seeing, there's no rips, there's no tears. They've got this murderous blood splattery detailing on it though, but the inside is really where it is at. Well, if we don't have any interest on that one, y'all, I'm gonna set it to the side and there's the pyramids. Look at the Sphinx is back there. I'm going to set it to the side. All right, let's do it. This is our last, that book is heavy. This is our last official item of the sale, and then we'll do some bonus items if you guys are interested. I'm going to jump back to glass and we're going to jump back to, oh, KB, you want it for 20, Ben? KBEE, you're the only person I see, so I'm just going to do it as a straight claim. KBEE at $20. Congratulations and thank you, lady. It's going to come to you. All right, that'll fit. We can get that to fit in the same box with your Topaz, no problem. We sure can. We got you, KBEE. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of pages to look through on that one too. So, okay, we'll go back to glass, back to Miss Ellie Smith. Now we're gonna do a smaller pedestal, 6 petal. Ellie Smith jobby job here in the Amberina. Okay, so she's a smaller one. So if you don't necessarily have the space to do, 2.5 feet, maybe you have the space to do this one. Now, this is really interesting because there's a lot of clear glass on this swing, and then it really gets down into that amberina in the bottom. But again, you do have the 6 petals. This is Ellie Smith, not Viking. Ellie Smith also did 6 petals, as did Viking. I don't know. Not Viking, Ellie Smith on this one, okay? Sea monkeys in it at 35. There are no chips, there are no cracks. You will, of course, get a fluoresce both on the mouth, which isn't as brilliant as what you'll see down here on the bottom, because you do have more of that cadmium down there, okay? So it is a little baby one. I love the baby ones personally. I think they're super cute. And it's fun to kind of break up the larger ones with the little smaller ones. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. It's greatly appreciated. We are at, what am I at? We're at 11 and a half inches tall, 11 and a half inches tall. And that thing lights up like a flame. That's full sun effect. It's the Human Torch flame on, right? So great autumnal, fun for Halloween, adding in greens and purples with this or the blacks. You can still get a very sophisticated Halloween decor from your amberinas, right? Okay. 11 and a half inches, six petal, but it is Ellie Smith, not the Viking. And let's go ahead. Let's get to the bonus items. Let's do the countdown on this, okay? So here we go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. It's a little bitty. It's 11 and a half inches. Ellie Smith, pedestal swung with the six pedal. Miss Janet's in it to win at 50. Get it, lady. Thank you so much. There is our Foxy bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Janet, lady, congratulations and thank you so much. At $50, you're getting the Ellie Smith mini. Thank you, lady. All right. Get you written down. Okay. Bonus item time. How about this? Y'all, you ready for it? How about some vintage and antique toys? You can do that. I do have another antique book. Now, I will say this, and again, let's talk about clarity. Bonus round. Um, These are things, what I decided to do, I've already taken photos of them and I was gonna list them on VAMP and also on cross list on eBay. But I thought, you know what? I'm having a live sale today. Let me see if you guys might be interested in on them, even though I already did the photos and the measurements on them, but that's okay. All right. So how I'm gonna really approach these next items is I'm going to put out like my lowest price for these. And if I sell them for the lowest price, then write it on. If more than one person wants them, then we'll do them. Everything is offer ups. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing today? And we'll just go from there. Otherwise, maybe you need to think about it, but I'm going to put them up on VAMP and eBay then. So no harm, no foul in these bonus items. The first one's going to be bougie, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am remaining committed to one in, one out. You might have seen recently that I found that Gund, the wolf. That means I have to get rid of something, and I'm going to get rid of something that I really like, but I'm doing it because I really like the wolf more. Okay. It is, in fact, it's a Kewpie. Okay. Here's the hand tag, the Kewpie. It is Kruger, Krueger toys, made in the good old US of A. This is an old one, y'all. It is an old one. All right. Hey guys. It is from the 1920s. Do you remember the cameo squeezers? They came in this red and the blue costume. Look, his little wings are tucked up. Now, it is a cloth face. There is some discoloration to it. It has a nylon body where it is showing age. I just want to be clear that it does show age on the body. I'm hoping that you all are seeing it. Okay. I'm just going to rotate it. I just want you to see what you're getting. Dina, neither can I, but like I said, I have to remain committed. I have to remain committed. Okay, we're gonna do it. Now, I am gonna start him off. Mine's in comparison to a lot of the other ones that I'm seeing. I mean, I'm gonna toot my own horn and say this Kewpie is in the best condition from what I'm seeing for the other ones that are available. And I'm gonna start it on the lower end. I am gonna start it at 120 if anybody would be interested. Again, this is Kruger Toys. It is an official Rose O'Neill Kewpie. Okay. It's in the cameo style where he's in the little jumper. Committed. That's right. Thank you, Glowy. I do appreciate you, lady. Oh, well, I know if you go to Glowy, you're going to a good home. I know if he goes to any of you, that it'll be going to a good home. So I have this rocking chair, this doll rocking chair. It might be a little overflowy in the bedroom, so he measures 15 inches. It is 15 inches tall from the foot to the top of his little hair, which is, of course, classic Kewpie, but it is in the romper. Yes, there are signs of age, but I am a sucker for especially toys when they have a little bit of charm to them when they show their age. They don't look pristine. I know some people want the all pristine, but I like it when they show their age. It gives them character. It gives them a sense of history. So yeah, it's a very hard one to get. Glowy's got him at 120. The hand tag is still on there. And as I said, there are spots to him that you're seeing, but he's still huggable and lovable. He doesn't have any weird, funky odors. So, yeah. All right, let's do it. Glowy's in it at 120. Lady, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for us. So, 15, only Glowy can use it just in case, though. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Agreed, Lisa. Like he had a life, and I still think he's in relatively good. Get it, Miss Chloe? There's the red heart bid and Glowy. Congratulations, lady. Well, I know he's going to a good home. I know he's going to be loved, appreciated, and kept safe. Chloe, congratulations and thank you, lady. He's coming to you at 120. Notice it's like the non-creepies that I will get rid of before I get rid of the creepy ones. Thank you, Glowy. Thank you so very much, lady. All right. Let's see. Now I have one of these listed, but I do have another one. Okay. This is going to be probably pretty difficult to show. Let me get my measurements really quick. I'm a little disorganized with these bonus items because I quite literally decided to do this last second, truth be told. All right, so y'all know we're loving the dollhouse stuff, the tiny treasure kind of stuff around here. So that is what I have next for you. And dollhouses, interestingly enough, were not developed for children, but they were developed for high society, specifically women in high society, to commission different artisans in their area to make very small miniature versions of everyday household items. When they originally introduced, they would just be on entryway display shelves, and then it really kind of elevated. And then you would see them in cabinets, typically glass fronted cabinets. And ladies of society who had the time and the leisure, the money, the resources to commission artisans to make miniature things, they would then spend time arranging their doll houses or their miniatures to reflect a home of the time. So there were pieces that were produced by smaller artisan studios. This next piece was started in, it was a company out of Austria. I don't know the name. It is an Austrian piece. It is, in fact, sterling silver. Okay. You're talking mid late 1800s on this one. I will, if anybody's interested, I'm going to go start it at, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to start it at 90 if anybody is interested. It is a five-piece set of antique Austrian sterling silver filigree dollhouse. It is a tea service set. Okay. I'm going to take the pieces off. You get four pieces and, of course, the serving tray. Now, outside of the patina, look at that. That was all done by hand. Do you see that? Could you imagine doing that by hand? Do you see that filigree work on that? Look at that. So yeah, we do have um, some patina, and I want to let you know it is hallmarked. This is hallmarked 9, I don't know if I'm going to get it to read. 925. 925. So Austrian filigree. The serving tray itself measures 3 1/4. So from handle to handle, you're at 3 1/4. Okay. You are going to get included. Are you ready for this? It's a teacup on saucer, and it even has a little spoon. Let's see if I can do this. Do you see? The little spoon is right over here. So these are all attached. The saucer, the teacup, and the spoon, those are all attached. Okay, look at that. Look at how small and tiny. So again, this would have been a woman of means that would have been able to purchase this and have it in her display cabinet. So you're going to get not just one, but two of the sterling silver filigree. The teacups, the saucer sets here, this measures 1/4 inch. It is 1/4 inch. It is tiny. Okay. This is in the 1/12th scale. All right. To sculpt this would be difficult enough. To twist the wires so smallly. I mean, look at that. 1/4 inches, 1/4 inches, itty bitty. So you're going to get two of those. You're also going to get kind of like your Turkish teapot here. Again, we do have patina to the top, but you could, if you wanted, clean it up. I like it showing its age. Okay. The teapot here measures 7/8 inches, 7/8 inches tall. Okay. For the teapot. And then the last piece, we have a little pitcher. We have a little pitcher here. And again, this one's not hallmarked though. But look at that scroll detailing work to that. Patina to the top. You can clean it if you would like. The pitcher here measures a half an inch, a half an inch. So again, mid late 1800s, Austrian sterling silver marked 925. The tea service for two, we started at 90. Okay. If there's no interest in that, I'm going to set it to the side. Ooh, don't lose the pieces, Michael. Next up, I had this guy before. So I'm going to see if there's anybody else. Oh, I'm sorry, Joan. I didn't see it. My apologies. Joan is in it at 90. Sorry, Joan lady. Thank you. Miss Joan is in it at 90. Now I'm going to do the countdown, keeping in mind only Miss Joan then may do the just in case. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. T for two and two for tea, me for you and you for me. Oh, there it is. There is our bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. She did a T for 3, a T for 5. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. Joan, lady, sorry about that. Joan, congratulations and thank you. The tea set is coming to you, lady, at $90. Tea to Miss Joan. Get it. And guess what? That's coming in a 6 by 6 by 6. It'll weigh 7 ounces. I already know this. All right, our next one, we've got a vintage. No, I don't want to call it antique. I'm going to call it vintage. He is a mohair teddy bear. I had this guy before. Now, I will start him at 30. It is not a stiff, okay? It is not a stiff, though he is vintage. I don't feel comfortable calling him antique, okay? So we'll start it at 30. It is our mohair teddy bear. We're starting him off at 30. He is 10 and a half inches tall, and that's from the base of his foot to the top of his ear. I do. He displays beautifully, hence why I don't feel the need to want to keep him. He's not a tattered teddy. Well, he does have a little tattering, but he hides it well. So he has separation where he was stitched together back here on this back paw. So the arms are, in fact, articulated, as are the legs, right? However, this one where he's stitched together, obviously you're not going to be able to rotate him, okay? The head does not rotate. He is 10.5 inches. Aside from his little arm being stitched back on here, he displays beautifully. I will say this, he will stand too by himself. So obviously a doll stand is just going to make him all that much more stable, but he does in fact stand by himself. All right. Very firmly. I love him, his little self sitting down and that beautiful little honey tone. Okay. He doesn't, I mean, he's not stained up. Yes, he's repaired, but he was loved enough that he wasn't just disposed of, right? He does have the acrylic eyes. This is a vintage mohair. No, I'm not calling him antique. Again, 10.5 inches tall. We started him at 30. If, of course, anybody's interested, he is a sweetheart. Look at him. But I like that. I like my tattered teddies. I like the tattered teddies. Okay. I don't think I missed anybody's bid on that one, right? Okay, we're gonna set him to the side. The last item that I have is a book. Now, this is a poetry book. Let me write it. I honestly, this was so last minute. I didn't even write these down, y'all. So let me just get with it. Okay, I'm gonna start it here because of there's a little bit of separation, y'all. There is a little bit of separation. I'm going to start it at 25, if of course anybody is interested. This one is copyrighted 1889. Oh, let me see if I can do this. So we are copyrighted. Oh, I don't. I love showing books sometimes because I'm so afraid. So copyrighted 1889. Am I in frame? Yeah, 1889. There is separation on the interior. So before anybody bids, note the separation. Okay. She's still holding up. She's still holding up. That's 134 years old. So this is 134 years old. It's called the 1 Year's Sketchbook. Okay. It is an absolutely beautiful Art Nouveau book. It is a book of poetry throughout the seasons and the holidays. Okay. So it is fully illustrated throughout. You've got a lot of pastoral, a lot of still life, scenery type images. Just about I believe every page is illustrated. Ooh, that one's a little bit macabre, the graveyard. But there is quite literally seasonal sketches that they put along with poetry. What does that say? Oh, it's about death, y'all. Let's see it. He 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 giveth his beloved sleep. No stir, no sound, the shadows creep. The old and young in common trust are lying down to waste sleep, while life and joy are come to keep with death and pain what triest they must. O faith, for faith almost too great, come slow, O day of evil fright. O village hearts, sleep well, sleep late. H. Whoever H is, I don't really know. But then you've got like winter scenes in here. I saw, oh, look at this. The end of the autumn. So it's obviously printed, but it's made to look like it is a sketchbook. When the crimson and gold slowly home to the fold, do the fleecy clouds flock to the gateway of even. Okay, sure. Little song like spring my lilies and sing my roses with never a dream that the summer closes. But the trees are old, and I fancy they tell each unto each how the summer flies. They remember her the last year's wintry skies, but that summer returns the trees know well. Oh. Some of them are like, eh? And no, and little flowers like blessings grow everywhere. So I just think it's a super cute book. We started her off at 25. Yes, there's a little bit of separation, but gosh darn, I know the poems are very deep. But gosh darn if I don't think that the illustrations and the way in which it's composed, I think is it's really unique and quite charming, right? All right, guys. Well, if there is no interest on that one, I might keep that one. No. Oh, Christine's in it at 25. I guess I'm not keeping it. So, Christine, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown for you. Keep in mind, Christine is the only one who can use the just in case. But again, 1889. Oh, Tracy can use her just in case also. Oh, and Mo. I guess there is. I don't know if there's a delay or what's going on, but all right. So, okay, Mo's in it at 26 also. So, y'all can fight it out. Get your bids in, get your just in cases in. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. It is a beautiful book. And the pages are, they do have gold along them. I hope I'm showing it to you guys well enough. There's our mushroom bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate it. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. So bids were coming in there in the last second. Appreciate it. So Tracy, 28. Tracy, just in case of 30. Miss Janet, KBEE, but Mo came in with that just in case of 40. So at 36, congratulations and thank you, Mo. It is coming to you. I'm a little jealous, not going to lie. But Mo, thank you so very much. Get you written down. All right, that then is the official end of our sale today. Those were the bonus items. I really want to thank you guys so much for sticking around here with me today, for attending, for popping in to say hello, to be here in community. That is a huge honor to be able to provide that for any of you in any way. That really does mean a lot to me. It really truly does. And yeah, of course, I'm a business. This is my job. So I certainly, most certainly do appreciate all of your purchases and your bids today. Thank you so very much for that. And before I forget, I do want to say a huge thank you and a round of applause to this lady right here, Miss Ruthie B, for continuously taking time out of her day, her week to be here and to help me out on this sale. It really does mean a lot to me, Ruthie. You always are just so great, pardon me, doing the bid ends. Thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Kim and Miss Karen, for continuously putting in the contact information, the emails, as well as the links to VAMP. That is greatly appreciated. Again, to each and every single one of you out there, whether you're watching here live or whether you're watching the replay, please know that there's never any one way that is ever too small to be able to demonstrate or show your support. Each and every way in which you are able to do that does add up in my ability to be able to be up here on camera and getting to do this and sharing this experience with you all. It is thanks to each and every single one of you individually, and most certainly as a community that you have shown your support in a variety of different ways. And I am very appreciative for each and every single way in which you do that. Thank you so very much. Again, before I conclude, I do want to let you know that VAMP is available to you 24/7. Misty and I both have some items that are currently listed over there. And don't forget to check out the chat. That is available to you 24/7. we are very much looking forward to listing more things on VAMP, going live on VAMP, engaging with you guys in community over on VAMP. It's completely free to sign up for an account. You don't have to enter credit or debit card information. It's not a trial period. You sign up for your account and it's yours. Just remember your password because I don't know what that's like to forget your password. That link is right there in the description of the video. Of course, Kim has been putting that in throughout the sale today. Just check it out. See what you think. There it is again. Thank you, Miss Kim. Type in virtual antique marketplace into your web browser, into the right at the top there where you put in like www. You don't have to do that anymore, but it will directly direct you to VAMP's website. We're really excited about that. And again, for all of those sellers that are putting in their application, please don't think that they are being disregarded or ignored. To be fully transparent with you, we really want to be able to get the platform, the IT, to the point where you're not having to do any guesswork. Again, Misty and I are happy to do that because we really want to be able to give you guys the tools and the resources as sellers to make you successful. And we most certainly want to provide all of the customers, anybody that would make a purchase through VAMP, um, the most pleasurable experience as possible. So please just know that we're going to be transparent with you. That's what that is. So know that the IT team is working as diligently as possible, but it does take time. But we want to keep the momentum going. So definitely go over, check out VAMP. If anything else, I will see you back here next Tuesday on Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter for our weekly sale Tuesday at 1 p.m. And of course, next Wednesday back here on the Cult of Vintage at 1 p.m. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. Have fun, be safe, and I will see you all next week. Bye, guys. Have a good one.